just some encouragement for those who are starting their YouTube channel. And if you haven't got many views, yeah, let's see if we can try and grow together. Yes, one of the things I do know is that when we are starting our YouTube channel, we mustn't give up, you know. As long as you have work and you can support yourself, that's the main thing, and you're doing YouTube as a kind of sideline, that's fine. See it as some fun. But you know, there are also some things to be strategic about with YouTube, such as things that are trending at the moment, things like if people are stuck in areas of 9 to 5 work, that seems to be doing quite well now on YouTube. So, you know, I was listening to a few YouTubers, and it seems to me that YouTube is changing, and you know, they seem to like topics such as escaping the 9 to 5, or you know, help for people who are struggling with 9 to 5 work. So yeah, you know, those might be topics that you might want to look into. You know, yeah, I mean, I actually did escape 9 to 5 myself, so you know, it's kind of an interesting topic for me to look into. Just having a rest here to swap hands as I'm walking. Yeah, so you know, escaping 9 to 5 is a good topic. Helping people to be motivated, that's another good topic. If you are struggling to find views and subscribers, I'm a very small channel, but I believe that we can help each other and recommend, if we can all recommend other YouTubers as well, that we can all grow together. Because sometimes you get on YouTube and you think, oh, I'm the only one, the only small channel that's out there. But no, you're not alone. And I think it's great if a bunch of us new YouTubers get together and try and support each other's channels. Yeah, I think it would be a really good idea to support each other's channels. See where I'm going. Sweater. Yeah, so I'm here out walking, and I thought, you know, let's just offer up some encouragement, because I know what it's like. You're posting YouTube videos and nobody's looking, you know, nobody's listening. Nobody, or not many people, you're not getting the views you want or subscribers. But I'm here to say that if you look at my previous video talking about how to stay motivated, I do have some tips there for you to keep going and keeping yourself happy. You know, as long as you do have a source of income already, I wouldn't recommend leaving your job for YouTube, because it'll be it's kind of a long process before we get paid anything substantial. So keep it going, keep on keeping on, as they say, and see it as some fun but yet strategic. Yeah, like I say, trending topics are work, 9 to 5, how to stay motivated, things like your own experiences of working, you know, how much you get, you earn in a job. Those are very interesting topics. Topics such as, sorry, I'm just up the hill, swapping hands now. Yeah, topics such as what you do in your daily life, you know, how you earn, the struggles that you're facing. Those are topics that people are genuinely quite interested in on YouTube. So, you know, if we keep on keeping on, just see it as some fun. Don't get bogged down, don't get discouraged, keep going. You know, if you can post even once a week, it'd be good. Some people can post every day, which is fine. You know, maybe you want to do that for the first 7 days just to get your practice in. It's good to be able to practice. You know, just practice speaking in front of a camera. That's important, so that you'll feel comfortable in you know, speaking in front of a camera. I mean, I'm just out here filming, holding the camera with my hand. I don't have any special equipment. You know, I've got quite an old phone, but it's just something I started with. It's just good practice. So yeah, things like that are very, just, it's just nice. Just get used to being in front of the camera, and you don't have to look all dressed up. Um, Another YouTuber, I can't remember her name unfortunately, but she was saying something about, as long as you've got your lips, your lotion, and I think it was lashes as well. Yeah, she she mentioned that, and I thought that was quite interesting. So you don't have to go all out to go on YouTube. People are just looking for your ideas, and as long as you're fairly relatable, I think that's what that is really, to be honest. And you have something to share, and people generally like to listen to people who have something to share in an interesting way, and people are looking for authenticity. So if things are overproduced, like this one certainly isn't. I'm just swapping hands again, as you can see. It's not overproduced. And you can start off like this, just getting comfortable in front of the camera and walk. If you go for walks, you can walk and talk at the same time. I'm just walking up and down this hill. Just go for walks, and then you can practice. If you've got a quiet area, just practice, or even in the car. That's another good one. Some people just go in the car and they can film. But one thing was recommended, I think, if we can do a video, practice videos like 15-20 minutes long. At first I used to think, wow, that's amazing, I would never be able to do that. But I have done some videos, and I think most of mine are around 20 minutes mark. I was quite surprised actually. So practice, it's very good to practice, and you'll see how you will find something, that you can actually have content that can last over 20 minutes. Obviously it's good to give it some thought, do some good research, have a good list of topics to write down. Some people, you can go over 100 topics on a list, to write down before they start any YouTube videos, which is probably a very good idea actually. And if you want to research into how to do editing, it really depends on your personality. Some people prefer the more formal approach. I'm not saying I will never do a formal approach, but oops. But for now, I'm just practicing a very informal approach to YouTube. It's just good practice. I mean, I may get into editing later on, but But it really depends on your personality and what you're comfortable doing. Some people just jump on the camera and just film in one take like this and just speak spontaneously. If you have an idea of some content, that you want to do, encourage people on YouTube. Some people, we all need encouragement, time to time, to stay motivated, because sometimes you might look at your channel and think, oh, there's nothing going on here, but just keep going. We're all in the same boat really, so everybody's in the same boat. We all have same problems, so we're all the same in that sense, even though we're always unique in the sense we have unique experiences, life choices, and stories to tell. So if you haven't started, I would encourage you to start a channel. Especially if you have a 9 to 5, a work, it could be a 9 to 5, whatever work you have, I would encourage you to start a channel, because it's a good way to earn an income, in the long term. It's not a fast way necessarily. It's not always going to be very quick, but it's good experience. You're learning something new, you're learning technology, you're learning how not to put your finger in front of the camera as you hold it, but learning to be comfortable in front of the camera, which is important really. And like you say, I know a lot of us are petrified getting on YouTube, oh, my hair's not right, my skin's not right, oh, I'm too old, but to be honest, I mean, as long as you're your authentic self, I think that's what really people relate to. Authentic, or being authentic is what people generally relate to. Just in general life, when somebody's authentic with you, it, and we feel more comfortable. So, I would always encourage you to get started, start that channel. You know, if you don't know where to start, you can just start like me. I'm just using my phone like this. You can practice. You can practice in private as well, where you can make videos and then instead of publishing the video, you can put it on private so that you can just practice, do quite a few practice videos before you go public. So there's nothing to worry about, you know, so you can practice, and then when you feel comfortable, you start publishing them to the public. Yeah, so there's nothing to fear. Nothing to fear at all. So for people who are a little bit nervous about filming, seeing themselves on camera, hearing themselves speak, it doesn't really matter. I mean, you will get better at it with practice as well. Yeah, when I first started, I really didn't like doing it. You know, I thought, oh no, I wasn't sure whether to put anything out, to be honest. But after a while, I thought, you know what, nobody's perfect, and I'm certainly not perfect, but I do have, you know, a skill I can share, or at least help and encourage people if they want to start a channel. And you know, especially if they're uncomfortable with the 9 to 5, I have encouragement and some tips on how to escape the 9 to 5, as long as you give yourself time, you know, and research well in a skill that you like, you know, so that you can start working for yourself. And then maybe when you work for yourself, you could start a YouTube channel. But I wouldn't recommend starting a YouTube channel if you don't have any other work, because like I say, it's not going to be a super fast form of income necessarily. And sometimes if you do get monetized, it's not always stable. It can be up and down. You know, we've heard YouTubers who are monetized say that it can be up and down. So you have to see YouTube as a long-term project, really, business. And like any business, you don't get money straight away. You know, even with my self-employment, you know, you don't get paid straight away. You have to keep going, trying to find clients. In this case, we're trying to find viewers and subscribers, you know, so it's very similar. You just treat it as a business in that sense. You know, the style that your business takes will be up to you, really. You could have an informal style, pretty much like this, or you could have a more formal style, you know. It really depends on what you're comfortable with, what your personality is comfortable with. So yeah, I mean, I've got some wonderful views around here, so I'm just taking in the fresh air while I'm talking with you, and these beautiful views. Yeah, it's just absolutely beautiful. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, if you have a space to go out and walk, you know, you can have a good think about the kind of content you'd like to do. Are you an encourager? Are you a teacher? You know, do you like to teach things? You know, maybe, I mean, all those things are really good. But, you know, sometimes it's best to start with the strategy that, there is a strategy apparently some YouTubers have been saying about starting with YouTube topics, you know, like how you can help people to get onto YouTube, you know, escaping the 9 to 5, starting your own business. Those are kind of trending topics really on YouTube. And then when you get your numbers, you can go on to some topics that you're really interested in. So there's a few tips there. You know, if you're a new YouTuber, you know, you might not want to start off with how I spend my day necessarily, but who knows, it might work for you. But if nobody knows you, it's going to be a bit difficult to get views, you know. So yeah, I wish you the best with that. And I know that you can do it. And I always say, if I can do it, then you can certainly do it. Yeah, so yeah, all the best with starting your channel. and just let me know if you find this information useful for you, even if it's to feel a bit more encouraged, to start. As a small YouTuber myself, I just had the thought it would be good to encourage other YouTubers as well, because sometimes it's good to get encouragement from the larger channels, but sometimes you still, there's something in you that says, oh, they're large, they've been doing it for 5 years or whatever. But if we grow together and encourage each other, I think that'd be fantastic. So I look forward to seeing your channel soon. Take care.